This just in news presents irresistible bombing.
All right, it's another episode of Bombing Run. Yes. I am your host, General A.A. Ron. And we have three great comedians up tonight to do this game. We are live from the Oddly Funny Studios in Detroit, Michigan. Actually, I'm not in Detroit, Michigan. If I was, I'd be doing a lot more of this. But yes, this is how the game show works, Bombing Run. We have three comedian combatants. Combatants do 5-minute sets while our mysterious judge decides who's first place joker is, second, and third. The judge is looking for your setup, punch, and your appearance in front of the camera. Remember, the audience is in front of you. If you do this over here, you're not going to win. No. Also, please remember, this is a clean PG-13 show. If you say the F or C bomb, Freddy the F bomb will explode and you will be last. I have changed the rule. I was giving everybody a 3-strike rule, but I have decided that if you can't keep it clean, you are out. Oh. So, let me show you what Freddy the F-bomb does here. Hold on a second. Let me get... Hey, Freddy, are you ready? Freddy, ready? I think Freddy's ready. So this is what happens. Freddy the F-bomb will explode all over your set, and you'll be last. All right. So, the way the promo image was Sandra Risser's first, Gary Held, and Alaine Elfman is third. So, Sandra's first. Ladies first, of course. So, please welcome to stage our first combatant, Sandra Risser, everybody. Yeah! Woo!
Well, thank you. I mean, truth is, I wanted to go last, but he put me first because he was afraid I wouldn't live to the end of the show. At 80, I don't think of myself as old. I'm used. I am like a dilapidated hotel. My facade is crumbling. My plumbing is shot. And we have both had a lot of men spend the night. Now I have to go to the swimming pool and pretend I'm drowning just to get a young man to kiss me. Hey, the doctor told me that at my age, my bones would break easily and that I'd fall down more and that I should put a bar in my shower. I did. I stocked it with Jack Black, Grey Goose, and Johnny Walker. Hey, but he was right about breaking bones. I mean, last year, I broke a bone in my wrist just 1 week after I got the cast off. I broke my foot. Taught my husband and me not to try new positions.
Oh.
Hey, you know, I do have an ex-husband. I nicknamed him Diaper Rash. Well, he was irritating, hard to get rid of, and it usually came when I wasn't prepared. I divorced him when he began to give me the willies. Will he come home? Will he be sober? Finally, will he stop breathing? Hey, I should have known we were incompatible because you see, I'm a Gemini. He's an alcoholic. Now, despite it all, I was thinking about keeping him, but I didn't like the way he smelled after 6 days in the trunk of my car.
Oh, whoa.
Now, when I'm coming home late at night, my house is empty, everything is dark. I get really concerned when there's a police presence nearby. It happened to me about 3.5 weeks ago. I'm coming home about 2 a.m. after doing a show on the road, and everything is dark except for the 4 police cars 2 doors down from me.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm thinking if there's a robber in the neighborhood, I want to know about it. If there's a murderer in the neighborhood, I want to know about it. If there's a molester in the neighborhood, I want his phone number. Hey, now don't judge me. I don't get much action now that they banned me from the swimming pool. Oh, ladies, you know what I'm talking about. They said I was harassing the lifeguards, but those men with their tan, hard bodies in those little teeny Speedos, they're asking for it. Hey, well, I want to wish all of you that you can be as old and stay as healthy as I am. And I hope that you and I both get to stay healthy and be older than I am. And every day when it's your birthday, you wake up, you look that day right in the eye and you say, hey, age, you can take my looks, you can take my memories, but you can't take my virginity. Thank you very much. The name is Sandra Risser.
Oh, let's give it up for Sandra Risser, everybody. And Sandra, where can we find you on social media?
Where can you find me? Well, my Facebook is Sandra Risser, and my website is sandrarisser.com. So it's all me.
Awesome. And you got some shows coming up, some live shows?
Actually, I had a bunch of shows last month, and I've got more private parties than than regular shows. And plus, I'm also doing the dinner detective shows.
Oh, I've heard about that. That's really cool. We don't have them in Michigan because in Detroit, that would just be called a homicide.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun. So I really don't have very much coming up. I'll be at Stir Crazy December 17th.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Sandra. And you know what? I have totally forgot to introduce the judge for the night, the mysterious comedian judge. I want to stress this. My judges are always comedians. So I want you guys to give a big warm round of applause for my judge tonight, Mr. Funny Bone. Yeah. I found him at a gag store. No, seriously, this comedian has been around since the dawn of time. Apparently, whatever, I had some bones. He had a bone to pick with me. I said, hey, look, you can be the judge. And then, are we even? And he said, fine. So, Mr. Funny Bone, because I hit that earlier and it really hurt. It wasn't so funny. When you hit your funny bone, aren't you supposed to laugh? Every time I heard you hit your funny bone, and then you don't laugh. You just go, ow, and you cuss a lot, and that's not good.
Because it's less humorous.
Oh, Mr. Funny Bone, I am asking right now, are you ready for the next comedian? I don't understand, Bone. Oh, good. All right. Well, he was kind of using like a skull for sending the messages in Morse code, so I wasn't quite sure. I had to have a translator on that end. So let's get up to our next combatant for tonight. Please welcome to stage Gary Held, everybody. Yeah, right on.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So I got married recently, actually just a couple of months ago. Got married in Las Vegas on a Sunday. We went over there Saturday night. We were in the hotel room, and my bride-to-be asked me if we could consummate the marriage. And I said no, and she looked at me puzzled and said, why not? And I said, because that would be premature consummation.
Oh.
You know, as you can tell, I'm no young man. This is number 3 for both of us, and I should know better. But we were on our honeymoon in Ouray, Colorado at 9,000 feet. And I asked my new bride for a BJ, and she goes, listen, I have enough trouble breathing when I give you a BJ at normal altitude. I'm sure as hell not going to choke on that dick at 9,000 feet. I should have known better, guys. It's my 3rd time.
Oh.
Now that I'm married, I feel bad for my wife. She listens to me rehearse at the house over and over and over. And then we go to the club and she listens to me deliver my material at the club. She says, you know, it's like having sex. You think you're having a great performance, and I need a 2-drink minimum to think you're any good. You know, I tell her every time I go on stage, I put myself up for ridicule and embarrassment. She says, you do that every time you get undressed. So, you know, I am the sit-down comic. You're probably wondering why I have the title, the sit-down comic. Because I'm lazy.
Oh.
And I'm old. No, really, I'm the sit-down comic because I've had MS, multiple sclerosis, for over 40 years.
Ooh.
MS to me, my shit. Because MS messes with my eyes, MS messes with my legs, and MS really screws with my brain. So I said, perfect, I'll get into comedy. And I did it on a dare 5 years ago. My first performance was at the House of Comedy in Phoenix, Arizona. I was given 5 minutes on my first open mic. The MC left me on for 11 and I was hooked. It was a great experience. I love comedy, and you know what? It's interesting because the owner, I got to know the owner, Rick Bronson, over the next few days, and he came up to me and says, Gary, you must have big balls to get into comedy at 64 years old. And my first thought was, how does Rick know I have big balls? No, I do, but did I miss something in that first 3 days of meeting with him? It got me thinking. It does take big balls to get into comedy at 64, but it got me thinking about lady comics. Do they have to have big boobies to get into comedy? Do they have to have a big giant vajayjay to get into comedy? I don't know the answer to that, but I do know this. All of us here tonight, we do comedy for the money. I can't even say that with a straight face. We don't do comedy for the money, folks. We do comedy to make you laugh. I want to make you laugh so hard tonight that you're going to pee your pants, because I think that's funny. I want to make you laugh so hard tonight that when I deliver my punchline, you're going to spit your drink out in your partner's face, because I think that's funny. I want to make you laugh so hard tonight that you're going to snort and maybe even fart. Hell, I want the whole room peeing and spitting and snorting and farting until this show is over, because that's what we're on stage to do. You know, I've lived in Arizona for over 37 years, and it's hot. I came from Minnesota, and this summer the heat got to me. It is so hot in Arizona that I carry my condoms in a cooler. It is so hot in Arizona that the sweat on my balls evaporates before I can chafe.
No.
It is so hot in Arizona that the other day my wife was giving me a BJ and she said I tasted salty. So I asked her if she wanted a lime.
Oh.
You know, I'm going to finish my set tonight with a poem I wrote about my love for comedy. And I called it My Love for Comedy because I'm so creative. They say that stand-up is the hardest art to master. You have to write, rehearse, and make people laugh. It's a daily commitment that you work on in hopes of that one request for your autograph. We don't do this for the money. We do it to entertain you. We do open mics in places you wouldn't even dare to go to. We try to establish our persona and see what brings us luck. Is it okay to use profanity and use words like shit and I'm not going to say? We know when we had a great set by the reaction from the crowd. I know that when I get my first hour-long HBO special, it will make my friends and family proud. You have been a great audience tonight, laughing at most of the comics jokes. Now go home and get a BJ, because at 1,237 feet, she ain't gonna choke. That's my set. I'm Gary Hill, the sit-down comic. Thanks for having me tonight, guys.
Let's give it up for Gary, everybody. And Gary, where can we find you on social media?
GaryHeldComedy.com on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.
All right. And do you have any shows coming up?
I have a live show tomorrow night at JP's Comedy Club in Gilbert, Arizona.
Sweet. I probably won't have this up till Saturday, so that show should go great for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Oh my gosh. And you did well. You didn't drop an F-bomb because
I kept it out.
I kept Freddie the F-bomb. I had to hire him. I mean, he was, I had to get somebody to, take a metal bomb and actually put arms and a face on him, and he explodes, and then I have to reassemble him, and it's just gross.
Glad I got the warning.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Oh, well, I guess Mr. Funny Bones has no bones to pick with me tonight. He's ready for the next combatant. So, coming up to the stage is our last combatant for the night. Please welcome Alaine Elfman. Yeah! Woo!
Hi, everyone. How are you?
All right.
Well, this is all new to me. This is my first time doing it, so I'm probably not gonna last more than 5 minutes. Kind of like my honeymoon. The guy was talking about big balls. Well, it really does take big balls. So I guess I'm really nuts about the whole thing. So what I wanted to say is, I was going to write a documentary about premature ejaculation. I was going to call it Coming Soon.
Oh.
I was going to call it Gone in 60 Seconds, but Nicolas Cage took that. And I invented a brand new pill. It's half blue and half red, and it's called Viagra for people with long-term erectile dysfunction.
Oh.
I'm sorry. So I grew up in a Jewish neighborhood. Literally, I don't know if you ever heard of a bris before, but a bris is when they do a circumcision. So I don't know if you know this, but when they do the circumcision, the moil, the one who does it, puts gauze pads of wine into the baby 8 days old. So that's why you don't find too many Jewish drunks, because we know the last time that happened, whoosh, off with you. I think that's why my Jewish people invented the coupon. At 8 days old, we were born at 10% off. So my ex-wife, she was a crazy woman. She was Catholic when I met her, converted to be Jewish, then left me, and then became a Jehovah's Witness. I think by this time she's the conductor of the Bipolar Express. When she says all aboard, she really means it. So, they have a new anti-aging cream in Israel. It's called Oil of Oive. A Japanese Jewish law firm would be Sosumi.
Oh.
And that's it for me. I really appreciate your time and your patience with me. I wish you all, and I know how hard this is, so thank you for the confidence. You guys have a good night.
All right, let's give it up for Alaine Elfman. Thank you. That was a short set, but where can we find you on social media, Alaine?
Alaine Elfman, Allen Elfman, on Facebook, Instagram, whatever. This is my first, hopefully not many.
All right, and are you doing mics out in the live world now?
Like Sandra, this was my virginity.
Oh, okay. All right, thank you so much, Alaine.
Thank you.
Wow, that was a quick one. So the judge, you got your work cut out for you. So now you have to decide who's Joker Ace second and third, Mister. That was a quickie. That was quite the quickie. I think I last longer in bed. All right, that's a longer joke. I'm sorry. Okay, there's a sex joke from the General A.A. Ron. So I should explain, the winner of tonight will be on a future This Just In News Comedy Club show. It's on Saturdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and there's 2 dates in December that I'm trying to fill right now. So that'll probably be one of the dates. So you get whoever wins this gets to be on my Saturday show, and they get to do 8 minutes as the bombing run. They get to do the bombing run winner gets to do 8 minutes. So you got to do 5. You get to do 8 on that day, and it's a Zoom show, but then it goes on YouTube. So, all right, Mr. Funny Bone. What? I'm not giving you a rib. No.
He could spare it.
Apparently, he thought I could spare one. Hold on a second. So, this should be interesting, Judge. Just have to tell me who you think is first, second, and third. No pressure on me. But it's all on you, Mr. Funny Bone. It's all on you. What? can't be brain dead. You're here. What's going on with you? What? No, 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 no. No, I can't do that. I'm not sparing another leg. Okay. All right. According to Mr. Funnybone, there's a tough choice on number 2, but we know who Joker Ace is of tonight. So, Joker Ace of Bombing Run tonight is Sandra Risser, everybody. Yeah! All right. Woo! Congratulations, Sandra. You are the Joker Ace of the night. I will get with you after the show, and we'll figure out the date that works out for you, okay? All right. Thank you so much. All right. And second place tonight is, and he says it was almost tied. So, second place goes to Gary Held, everybody. Yeah. All right, Gary. Yeah. Thank you, Gary, the Sit Down Comic. Thank you so much for being on this show. And last but not least, our third place guy tonight, let's give it up for D Elfman for showing up and doing a set. Yeah. You know,
That's not fourth place.
they're in fourth place. But you know that as I am General A.E. Ron, I am the official bomber of Bombing Run. So that's how that works. Yes, I've bombed. I know how I bomb. I've bombed on Zoom. I've bombed in person. So I am a professional bomber. So thank you so much. Yes, and this has been all for fun. This is all supportive. If you guys want feedback from the judge, please let me know. I will get the notes from the judge, because this show is about for fun. This isn't about glory or anything else. This is for fun, and also get on This Just In News. What do you know? I have methods to my madness. But let's give it up for the judge again, Mr. Funny Bones. Thank you for getting up out of the crypt. Apparently, I didn't realize he was older than I thought. He said he was older than dirt, and obviously he is. But also, a big round of applause for my co-producer, Sergeant of Arms, for making this run so well. Thank you, Sergeant of Arms. You're an awesome person. And that is the show for tonight, guys. Stay tuned next week. Next Wednesday, I'll have 3 new comedians and a brand new comedian, mysterious judge. And this has been an oddly funny production. Thank you.
Thanks, Avery.
This has been an oddly funny production.